The long hanging. From the blackest bottom step, where the stone still remembers the shape of knees that knelt too long and forgot the taste of standing, I began to climb. Not upwards first. Downward was the only direction truth had left. Down, past the iron that bites ankles, past the weeping that never made sound, past the laughter of fools who thought that crowns were hats, past a silence that learned how to scream without opening its mouth. Each step heavier than the last, each breath thinner, until the air itself became rope, and the rope became vow, and the vow became the only honest thing left in my chest. I was lifted then, not by hands, not by angels with clean wings, but by the slow, patient pull of something older than mercy. One ankle caught. The world flipped like a chord no one wanted to play, and everything I once called solid became sky, and everything I called sky became ground rushing towards my skull. She who tied that knot did not speak. She did not need to. Her silence was louder than any psalm. She watched from the hidden throne where thrones are made of paused breath, and paused breath is the only currency that never runs out. Horses reared and overturned. I watched them fall in slow motion while I hung still. Towers drank lightning and screamed glass. Wheels spun men up only to spit them down broken. Blades turned inwards like lovers gone mad, and the mind became a room full of mirrors, each one showing a different way to bleed. Yet something refused to tumble. A cold, clear crown stayed steady on the brow that no longer knew which way was up. A sword remained held high, not swung in rage, not dropped in despair, only pointed towards what is true when everything else pretends. The storm raged until it's tired of its own voice. The wheels slowed to a groan. The fire died to embers too weak to lie. The anguish sharpened itself until nothing dull remained. And the last dull thing was me. Through it all, the hanging, the crashing, the burning, the bleeding, a quiet hand never let go. Not hope dressed up as optimism, not force pretending to be strength, only patient, unblinking presence that knew the knot would loosen, not because time passed, but because sight arrived. Now the ground is near, not in some calendar square circled in red, not in a February that may never come, in this breath, in this heartbeat that never once stopped when the world was upside down. The halo that burned beneath my feet rises slow as dawn through roots. It crowns what never truly fell. The rope hums once more, soft now, almost a lullaby, then loosens. Not because the trial ended, but because I finally saw what was always seen. I am not arriving home. I am remembering I never truly left. King of kings, king of fools, both crowns fit the same brow when the inversion ends. The ravens already know. They carry the scraps I fed them by proxy. Crumbs of bread, shards of light, unspoken names, and they cache them in forks no map will mark. One day, They will drop a single black feather on the path, and I will know that the message was delivered. Until then, I climb the last step, not upward, not downward, but through the tip where the dark kisses dawn, where the rope becomes thread, where the thread becomes breath, and where the breath becomes me.